Racism against Asian Americans ranges from racial slurs to violent assaults and murders. Consequently, Asian Americans live in constant anxiety, fearful of what events may transpire when they step out their front door.
Trump's gonna you. You need to leave.
This is clearly evident within the fact that hate crime against Asian Americans increased by 150% in 2020.
I am Korean and American.
Additionally, Asian Americans saw a 6% increase in unemployment in that same year, and it's hard not to draw a link between the two, whether it be due to workplace bias or the inability to leave their homes in fear of their safety. This is even in light of the fact that widespread unemployment was experienced by people of all races. In combination with a lack of support from employers, Asian American employees feel disregarded and undervalued. In turn, higher turnover rates of Asian American employees may occur, leading to increased recruitment and training costs. Furthermore, there is an increased likelihood of workplace disputes occurring, thus reducing efficiency of the business. And finally, customers may boycott a business due to their inability to support their employees during such turmoil. But not all hope is lost. There are in fact simple solutions to help support Asian employees.
All leaders throughout the chain should send a clear message that anti-Asian racism is not tolerated and that they stand in support of the Asian American community. Silence implies a lack of care about the issue. This is especially frustrating if the business has shown their support for LGBT and BLM matters, but is silent about Stop Asian Hate, thus causing employees to question the authenticity of their employers' commitment to social justice. Acknowledging this issue through a series of emails with leaders throughout the chain, commenting and displaying their support allows Asian employees to feel noticed and cared for, thus strengthening the employer-employee relationship and further motivating and increasing the efficiency of employees.
Not everyone on your team will have the same response. In turn, let your employees know the resources available and that you are open to talk at any time. Furthermore, allow time for employees to process their feelings if needed.
Discussion is one such solution that can be used to support Asian employees in the workplace, as issues can be raised and their emotions and perspectives around the issue can be understood. In practice, offer a voluntary space of discussion to provide support and to talk about particular issues faced by Asian employees, such as methods to make employees feel safe while commuting. Although some employees are open to talking about their feelings, others may be more reluctant to disclose details on certain subject matter, as employers try to identify main issues and any underlying issues within the workplace that have been raised in the discussions. It is crucial for the employer to keep an open mind while listening to the employee's point of view on the issue being faced, as important facts and issues may come up in the discussion that you don't know about. Therefore, through discussion, solutions and methods can be devised to bring employees closer together, which prevents workplace disputes and promotes a healthier, safer workplace culture, and reassures employees that their needs are taken seriously.
Next solution is to commit. Remaining silent in the face of injustice is no longer a viable option. It is important for employees to know about their company's long-term commitment plans against racism, as much as it is critical for companies to think about how to make these changes to eradicate systemic biases. This will vary from a company to a company, like giving out donations to the community or sending a message out within the workplace. Other ways to show a promise of commitment against anti-Asian racism can include a commitment to DE&I in the workplace. That stands for diversity, equality, and inclusion. Secondly, corporates are expected to introduce cultural sensitivity training, which eliminates unconscious biases during decision making. Also improving hiring practices to ensure recruiting the best talent fitting for the job regardless of their race and gender.
Overall, it is clear to see that it is within both the employers' and employees' interests to provide support to Asian employees during such a strenuous period. This can be achieved through all leaders in the business sending a clear message in support of the Asian community. Support can also be shown in the form of being available to talk or offer time off for any employees that are affected or distressed by events. Employers can also commit to a long-term plan against the issue, especially by changing workplace sentiment and bias towards Asian employees. Finally, offering spaces of discussion to provide support to Asian employees and a safe space to share their feelings and experiences is an effective form of support. Thus, taking a firm stance against anti-Asian racism clearly expresses compassion and allows employees to feel supported. Failure to employ such a stance implies insensitivity and can result in a poor employer-to-employee relationship. This is especially true considering that 68% of Americans expect corporations to respond to and comment on such issues. Consequently, silence in the presence of injustice is no longer a viable option for businesses.